And good morning. My name's Ernie Villa. I'm an operational section chief here with California Interagency Management Team 5. I'll be providing you an update of the coffee pot fire for August 20th, 2024. The fire is currently 13,005 acres at 0% contained with 423 personnel assigned. I'll give a quick update of the actual fire itself, what the actual current activity is, and then I'll move into what we're doing operationally around the fire. So currently, the fire yesterday continued to back a little bit more aggressively down the slopes, down towards Surprise Grove and Bennett Creek. We had additional growth out here kind of to the southwest, continued to back out in this area here. We used aircraft and helicopters to continue to check the spread around the south and west sides of the fire as the fire activity continued to increase. Still in a backing profile, but as it rolled out on itself and got alignment with some of the drainages, it continued to make upslope runs back into the main fire's edge. Moving over here to the north side of the fire was a lot less active. It continued to back, not as aggressively as it was on the south and west sides of the fire. We did see some growth out here towards the east side of the fire as the fire continued to flank out towards the east here, out past Homer's Nose. As far as operationally what we are currently doing right now, I'll start off down here at the bottom of South Fork Drive. We've prepped South Fork Drive coming all the way out towards the Salt Creek Fire Control Road. We did come up a small ridge line that comes up with dozer line. Right about here, we continue with hand line coming all the way up, and then it turns back into dozer line right about in here. We are working our way up this ridge line. We'll continue to push up that ridge line till we can find a spot where we could tie it back in up here on the main ridge. As an alternate line, we did look at ridge lines that come back off this direction here, back into Salt Creek Fire Control Road, and then utilizing the Fire Control Road out towards old dirt roads that come back out and align back with some of these ridge lines that come out here a little bit more indirect. Those lines come back in here to Cinnamon Gap right here, indicated by the 12 on the map, and then it comes back up this way here towards the Cinnamon Gap Road, up towards the tower here. We did prep the tower, about 200 feet around the tower is currently in place right now. We'll continue to evaluate the threat as the fire continues to progress out towards the west there. From the tower, we do have roads and ridge lines that had old existing dozer lines on them. We'll continue to utilize those pre-existing lines from old fires, networking it back down in through the Cinnamon Gap Road, coming out along ridge lines, and then coming off the road where we have a ridge line that had an old existing dozer line, and then back into the Cinnamon Gap Road, heading north all the way out towards Mineral King Road here. Once we hit Mineral King Road, we're looking at brushing open that road system all the way out to the east towards Silver City as we can continue prepping that. So out there, you could see a lot of fire traffic along that main road there as crews start working along there. Coming out here on the east side of the fire will continue to grow out to this direction here. There are no favorable features out here other than rocks and old burn scars that we have a place to allow the fire to stop out here. We will be looking at the bottom end here of the Ladybug Trail that comes out. It basically comes all the way out east up into some natural barriers that are like rock out here. So we'll continue to look at opening those trail systems up to allow a control feature here on the south side of the fire where it's pretty much out on foot. So with that ending the main portion of the operational update, our main focus is to try to keep this fire as small as possible. Our primary values at risk are life and property down along South Fork Drive. Those will remain the highest priority for us as we move forward. We will try to keep it small, but we do have lines out indirect from the fire's edge as control features there. If the fire continues to progress towards those features, we'll use those as our primary line. General information about evacuation status, continue to follow the links below, and we'll see you again tomorrow.